All right. Just do a countdown before you just do it.
I already just did it.
Okay. Anyway, hello you guys. It's your girl Streeter, motherfucking gamer. I am back. And with Toxic Ninja, you know what I'm saying? And today you guys, we finna react to a video.
I'll give it a 9 out of 10. But straight up, I know you love anime, but have you watched Naruto?
Duh.
Okay, I had to
Who
make sure.
hasn't?
You'd be surprised at how many people who don't watch Naruto. You'd be surprised.
Yeah, my baby is in Naruto. It's into Naruto right now.
Again, like I said, you'd be surprised at how many motherfuckers don't never heard of Naruto.
Yeah, yeah. I already know.
hmm But I'm glad we're doing
Broccoli.
this recording because he showed just dropped this. So we're watching Pain, the shinobi who nuked the leaf. Straight, are you ready?
Yes, of course.
All right, then let's dive on into this shit.
So much pain!
Full screen, fuck it.
My
Now,
God, the
I want
image
y'all
is
to look
wild.
exactly at this frame right here. Her neck is already broken. She is eating dirt while her body is making the letter Y. And I felt so bad for Naruto, bro. Dude was having to watch his future wife get thrown around a dusty ass crater. While he just had to sit there and watch it all happen. This man Pain really had this man in the hotel chair, just sickening.
I mean, he ain't lying.
Ladies and gentlemen,
On God, he ain't.
it's finally time. After the many detours and the many tweets and memes of this video being stuck in limbo forever, court is now in session, and it is for none other than the shinobi that refuses to fight one-on-ones and will roll up on you with 6 minutes. The master of jump jutsu, Pain. Now this one's gonna be a long one because dude was moving wicked. So go ahead, grab some food and get comfortable because the evidence is on deck and is ready to be presented. So without further
Say
ado,
less.
Exhibit A. All right.
Yeah, my Mountain Dew.
Exhibit A. Taking over the hidden reign and jumping a senior citizen. Ah, man. Let me let y'all in on a little secret real quick. You wanna know why it took me so long to make this video specifically? I had to go back and watch my goat get jumped by 6 niggas. Like, it's 2026 and I still feel some type of way about this shit till this day. Like, bro, on the real, I did not want to watch this bullshit again. Having to watch my goat get slimed out by 6 fucking emo niggas. Like, fuck off. Skin and bones ass nigga didn't even give them the respect of a one-on-one. Now, before I have to go through the pain of commentating my goat getting jumped, there is a massive atrocity that Pain committed before this. So let's go ahead and break this down real quick. Now, if you watch my Danzo video, I've already basically went over how Nagato ended up becoming Pain. But if you need a little refresher real quick, Danzo and Hanzo basically set this nigga up, leading to the entire original Akatsuki getting squad wiped and Nagato tweaking out and adopting the Pain persona. Now, after he was set up and his whole crew got slimed out, Nagato made sure that he was going to get his revenge by any means necessary. So on one fateful day, Pain pulled up to Hanzo's compound and killed every single guard that was in there protecting this man. Man came in here and cleaned house, left piles of bodies. Old boy right here in the back got his ass beat so bad he got left in prime back shots position. He Hanzo into the wall like the piece of trash that he was. And in Hanzo's last moments, bro started begging for his life. But Pain stared him dead into his soul and told him, "Are we serious right now, my nigga? You dare beg for your life after you slimed out all my niggas and made me kill my best friend, my brother, the nigga body I'm using right now to body your ass. And you talking about, please don't kill me, after you sold us out to that fucking fraud Danzo when all we wanted was peace." Wait, hold on, nigga. I wanted peace too. That motherfucking fraud set me up too. Motherfucker, you should have thought of that before you sided with that dumbass nigga. Wait, hold on, twin. Please don't.
Straight, also, if you want, we can react to the Donzo video another day.
Okay, babe.
Cause it's some shit.
I don't know.
Pain straight up spun back for his whole crew and boomed Hanzo along with all his other guards and shit. But Pain didn't stop there. Oh no, because he made sure that nobody else would oppose him or his ideals. So he decided to wipe out Hanzo's entire bloodline. He went after his parents, his wife, his child, his relatives, his friends, and even their infants, and wiped them all off the map. Dude straight up eradicated his entire clan and completed a whole hostile takeover of the entirety of Amegakure. Now, we've sadly reached the second part of this exhibit, and it is, of course, my goat getting jumped.
My God.
Now let's go ahead and set
need
the
to take a
record
swig,
straight.
though.
When it was just a 1v1, when
I
it was
showed you the
just
swig on my
Jiraiya
Mountain
versus
Dew.
the animal
Oh, God,
path,
took swig,
he
Dr.
was
Pepper.
cooking that nigga shit. Every single summon he pulled out, Jiraiya boomed it. Oversized Mr. Krabs, boom. Demon Cerberus dogs, boom. The Brazen Boom, boom. A mutated chameleon chimera on steroids. Kaboom, nigga! This fight was actually manageable until Pain stopped playing fair and said,
I have to admit, Jiraiya-sensei, when it comes to one-on-one combat, you are superior. However, let's see how you fare when it comes to getting jumped.
and summons 2 more of these niggas, making the fight a 3v1. And this is when the unfair
Unfair
bullshit
ass fight.
began. Jiraiya went in
God,
with a
bro.
massive Rasengan, but it gets absorbed and gobbled up by the damn big-ass, big-belly, Will Kelly built-ass Pain. Then he got behind the human path and tried to punch him, but he blocks his attack without even looking at him. Then he tried to attack the animal path, but Pain summons a massive armored panda to block Jiraiya's sharp-ass porcupine hair. So after he tried to attack all 3 of them head-on but couldn't even land a hit, Jiraiya was like, bump this twin, I'm out. So he leaves and escapes through the pipes. Now this sequence right here is when Jiraiya showed us how elite of a ninja he was, because he pulls off one of the greatest plays of all time. He got Ma and Pa to make sound waves to lure the Pains over to him. So while they were running at him, he had a shadow clone come out of the wall and shoot a fire style attack directly at Will Kelly's fat ass to distract him. So while old boy was enjoying the all-you-can-eat chakra buffet, the other 2 were still running at him. So he shoots out another fire style attack to make them dodge. But when the human pad tried to land on the roof, he got stuck in a pile of goo and couldn't move. So then the animal path was left all alone in a 1v1. And when bro was finally isolated from his other niggas, he was straight cookies, cause Jiraiya kicks him in his chest and makes his body ragdoll across the hallway. Then he trapped all 3 of them in a genjutsu.
God, he was
And
on
when he
their
had
ass.
them locked in here, he stabbed all 3 of them and immobilized them, clutching the 3v1.
As he should.
This is a prime example of why this nigga's my goat. He took a unwinnable 3v1 and turned it around into his favor. And he theoretically should have won this fight. But this
Should
is
have.
when the bullshit ramped up to the
Here
max.
comes the
While
bullshit.
he was walking away thinking that he put them down for good, another Pain spawns behind him. And he just whispers in his ear.
Didn't you teach me to never let your guard down, my foolish Gunareva-sensei?
Then throws this nigga Jiraiya out of the building and into the ocean. And he ended up losing his left arm because of this. And after Jiraiya got his arm ripped off, this is when all the Pains arrived and pulled up on this nigga. And you could see it in Jiraiya's face. He knew he was fucked. And you could tell he was thinking in his head, oh my God, there's 6 of these niggas. And boy, I tell you, my nigga Jiraiya was sick to his stomach. First of all, the main pain is your dead former student's body being controlled by your other former student, which he didn't figure out till it was too late. And then number 2, all 6 of these niggas had renegons? Like, excuse me, nigga? Like, this
Yeah, that was the
literally
biggest
had
load of
bruh
bullshit.
shook. And while Jiraiya was
Yeah,
thinking, what the hell is going
same.
on? Pain was up here just looking at him and telling him,
Yes, Jiraiya-sensei, your eyes do not deceive you. There are indeed 6 of us standing before you, and we are the embodiment of pain. And now you will feel the pain of all 6 of us collectively stomping your old ass out.
so all 6 Pains jumped down and start jumping Jiraiya. OG stood no chance at all. Bro tried to come in and punch the Tendo Pain, but instantly gets blocked and thrown off to the side. Then he destroys the whole building trying to drown Jiraiya with all the debris. But while Jiraiya was underwater, he ends up grabbing the animal
I don't
and
think he was
drags him
twerking
down
underwater, but all right.
underwater into his domain.
I'ma let him have it.
Because he knew that out of all the Pains, he was straight cookies. Because when it came down to 1v1s, he was butt cheeks. So the moment Jiraiya got him in a ISO, he swings around and shoves a Rasengan right into bro's gut. taking him out with ease. But right when my glorious king sat down to try to take a breather, Pain used the chakra rod to stab Jiraiya right before the animal path went offline. So after Jiraiya took out one of the Pains, he tried to see if he could get the drop on one of the other Pains. So he tried to throw a shuriken at the bald one, but he does, and Jiraiya ends up bricking. Then the remaining 5 Pains surrounded him. And this is when it all clicked for Jiraiya. Because when he started to look at all of them, he finally realized, oh my God. I've encountered every single one of these niggas before. And the moment Jiraiya finally put the puzzle pieces together and figured out who bro exactly is, the bald nigga comes out of the water and crushes his throat.
This mine.
Then all 5
He
of them
didn't
came
deserve
down
this.
and stabbed
He did not
Jiraiya
deserve
to
this,
death.
bro.
So with the last bit of HP
Okay.
Jiraiya had, he had to make
What?
sure that everyone
Talk
knew
about the
bullshit
no, the
that he
review.
encountered this day. So he wrote on the back of Paul's back, and it basically said, Naruto, Pain is not one man. He is 6 niggas in total. Also, delete my browser history, twin. I can't have Tsunade seeing that shit. And right after Jiraiya wrote his last message, Pain shoots a rocket fist at him and blows up the greatest gooner to ever do it. And he sinks to the bottom of
And
the
I
ocean
want
and
mine.
dies
His death
after
was so
getting
sad.
killed by
Bruh.
6 niggas.
It was sad, but at least he went out like a G.
Yeah.
Exhibit B. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. Exhibit B. Invading the Hidden Leaf. Now, this exhibit right here is going to easily be the longest exhibit for this trial because the amount of destruction and people that just straight up die in this exhibit alone is just ridiculous. Like, this man's crime stats are about to go to the moon. So Pain decided that it was finally time to kidnap Naruto and to wipe the Hidden Leaf off the map. So the first victims to feel the wrath of Pain were these 4 random Jonin that were on guard duty. Now, they were outside enjoying the beautiful day that it was and probably thought that there was no way in hell that they would have any types of problems today. But right before they were about to take their lunch break, Pain pulls up right in front of them. And he didn't even say a
This nigga.
word. He just shoots Bro in the front and kills him right in front of his homies. So after he dropped the first guy, the other 2 Jonin come down from the air and tried to hold him down. And they were basically sacrificing themselves so homeboy right here could run away and alert the village that there was an intruder. But since Pain, aka Nagato, is a very sickly looking man, he does not like other niggas touching him. He takes social distancing very seriously. So he Shinra Tensei's both of them off of him, killing these 2 poor souls on impact. And then the last guy standing got done the worst out of all of them. Pain picked bro up and slowly
I ain't
pulled
no
his
fucking-
body
oh my
towards
God,
him
no.
while staring him dead in the face before shoving a whole chakra rod through his stomach. And with that, these 4 unlucky poor souls were the first of many victims of Pain's massacre. So after he took out the 4 guards, he wasted no time to get started on destroying everything. So all 6 Pains spawn inside the leaf and disperse. And the moment they got to the location that they were meant to be in, they immediately started to cause chaos and destroy everything in their path. They was blowing up every single block in the damn village. They didn't give a fuck about any of the innocent people in the village that were
Right,
getting killed. They were
of
blowing
course.
their asses up for the love of the game. Multiple people that were
course they
running
did.
away
Yeah.
died because they were getting crushed by all the debris of the blown up buildings. And just off this observation alone, this is already a case
of course
of
that
mass
useless
murder
bitch
and
is just standing
flat
there.
out terrorism.
Uh-huh.
The amount
Not
of
doing
people
shit.
dying and blocks
Hell,
getting
always dick
blown
riding
up
though,
is
crazy, but,
legitimately
yeah.
uncountable. And my God, the amount of Jonin that were getting dropped off was unfathomable. Will Kelly was out here choking niggas out while others had to watch in the cook chair and wait for their turn to get choked out. The human path was out here sucking the soul out of these niggas.
Pause.
And I ain't gonna lie,
Why
that
is
big
going
buff
in like
motherfucker
that, yo?
was without a doubt the freakiest out of all these niggas. He was out here choking niggas out and asking them, "Where is the Nine Tails Naruto Uzumaki?" But the Jonin were like, "I ain't no snitch. freaky ass buff bitch. So he used his great nigga jutsu to pull out their tongues to see if they were lying or not. And when he was done, he ripped out their whole tongue and gobbled that
over
shit
here.
raw.
Ooh, Jesus. Oh, no. I know you fuck lying.
Hit that nigga with sexual assault because that was so unfreakishly called for. So while Buff Pain
Oh,
was
yeah,
out
he
here
felt
taking
every
pictures and
part.
everything, this motherfucker Will Kelly big ass was on a tear. He was surrounded by like 10 Joni, but he did not care. He was happy as hell because all he was thinking of was, oh yeah, I ain't never losing weight because all I see in front of me is a buffet of free eats. It blows up the entire block, killing every single Jonin around him. So while Will Kelly was going around terrorizing people like he terrorizes fast food workers, there was another major fight going on that almost gave me as much depression as Pain versus Jiraiya.
Which
and
is?
that, of course, was Pain versus Kakashi. So here's how this
I
tragedy
almost stopped the video.
went
I
down.
almost stopped
So
the video.
Kakashi confronted
Oh
the
my
Tendo
God.
because Bro was literally 5 seconds away from adding Aruka to the dead nigga list. So when
Bro,
Kakashi
God.
got the ISO with Pain, he throws up a mud wall to try to box him in. But Pain shoves a chakra rod through Kakashi's shoulder. So Kakashi tries to counter with a lightning blade. But Pain stares into this nigga Kakashi's soul. And he is bricking because of this. So after Kakashi bricked his first lightning blade, he thought there's no way I could miss a second time. So he tries to hit him with another lightning blade. But the Shinra Tensei merchant Tendo Pain tells Kakashi to bag that ass up. So after he sent Kakashi flying like 200 yards, the
Oh, he dead ass
Kakashi
wrong.
finally
Oh, y'all know you
the
fucking lying. Don't do my man.
Pain jumps
Hold
in right
up.
behind and tries to sneak Kakashi.
Like, don't do my motherfucking man. He flew across that motherfucking in GTA form. In GTA form.
You gotta love the modded community.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
And then you gonna congrat. You know what? You know what?
Look. I support the modded community, but that was funny.
No. Now when it comes to my man, they could have did Sakura like that.
I'm pretty sure there's a video of Sakura getting our ass beat. If I find it, we can react to that next.
Oh yes, yes, we need to react to that.
If I find
Very
it, we'll
important.
react.
With his bazooka on. They haven't even been fighting for 10 seconds. And this nigga Pain is already jumping. He looked at Kakashi and basically told him,
Nigga, did you really think that this was gonna be a 1v1? You should have known you were gonna get jumped the moment you tried to fight me.
so the bold Pain's body starts to morph. And he ends up mutating into a form with 6
Ugh.
arms and 3
God.
faces. So Pain starts to pull Kakashi towards the bald nigga. Now, while he was getting
You
pulled,
lying.
Kakashi tried to use a chain to stop his body moving. But Pain just looked at Kakashi trying to save himself like,
That don't work.
There's no way out of this.
so he starts to pull him even harder, and he ends up taking a blade to the gut. Now, thank God this was a shadow clone, because if Kakashi went out like that, niggas will be questioning his legacy. So after
God.
he faked out Pain, the bald nigga ends up getting
Joe
crushed
would.
by Choza and Choji. And now Pain was about to get a taste of his own medicine, because this man was about to get jumped by Kakashi, Choza, Choji, and the rest of Choza's squad. But even though Pain was about to get jumped, the master of Jump Jitsu knew exactly how to counter this shit. So he ran directly at everybody and let all of the no-name background characters spam their jutsus. So after they were done throwing every projectile at him, Pain assessed his situation and knew he had everybody lined up for a fat ult. So this nigga uses his ult and says,
Shinra Tensei.
and blows up the entire area. And this attack took out every single
not gonna lie, that
no-name
nigga
bomber
cold,
that
though.
tried
I'm
to
not
land
gonna
a
lie.
attack on this
Yeah,
nigga. So
but-
after he one-shotted all the background characters, Kakashi
I can't
tried to
say
get the
fuck him
jump
because
on
he
Pain
killed
from the
Jiraiya,
ground.
but
the
damn.
Shinra Tensei merchant blasted
I
him
know,
off of him
I know.
again and sends Kakashi down to the ground. So Pain walked up and tried to kill Kakashi while he was stunned. But
Bro, why the fuck Kakashi was laid out like Yamcha? Like dead ass.
and sends Kakashi down to the ground. So
Now why you he hit the first neck back and now why you rewinding back? No. He had to relive his neck and his back broke like motherfucker.
Pain walked up and tried to kill Kakashi while he was stunned, but Choji and Choza come in from the side and try to hit Pain with a double sonic spin dash, but Pain counters them both and spams Shinra Tensei once again to get them off of him. But after Pain used his jutsu, they actually ended up trapping this man with a chain that they hit on the ground. So Kakashi tried to hit Pain with one more lightning blade, but out of nowhere, the bold Pain comes in and uses his body as a sacrifice. And this opening
You
led
like
to
something from
Pain
Outlast.
once again blowing up the entire area. And after their
Bro, we need to play Outlast Trials.
Ooh, yeah, we sure do. We sure do. That's another game we could play.
Bet. Let me know when you download them. I'll download on my shit.
I gotta buy it.
I could have sworn it was free on in the game catalog. I know it was free on the monthly free game shit.
Oh shit! It, that means I gotta buy my plus pack. Okay.
I'll double check after this.
failed
Okay.
attack, Choza and Choji were both knocked out cold, and Kakashi was trapped in a bunch of
Flat
rubble.
on
And while
everything.
Kakashi was trapped, Pain looked at him and told him,
How foolish. Did you really think a master of jump jitsu wouldn't know how to counter jump jitsu itself? What a shame. The
Maybe.
motherfuckers
Somebody
really
got
call
an
you the
overly
Hulk
piercing
Ninja.
on his ear,
Now no
honey.
pain. And take this 223 to the dome.
I know you fucking around. Wasted. Okay, bro.
damn shame. Now, Kakashi actually didn't die from the headshot because he used Kamui to bail him out. Kakashi actually died when he had to use Kamui again to bail Choji out when he was running from his life from a bazooka. But at the end of the day, it doesn't change a thing. Pain took my boy Kakashi off the map. Bro boomed two of my favorite characters in the most nonchalant way possible.
I think I know which thumbnail I'm gonna use for this video.
So after
Yeah,
Pain
Dad.
killed Kakashi, the other Pains were still on a tear in the village. Hell, the animal path made the village a whole open zoo, and Buff Pain was still out here on this freaky shit. Because tell me why he had Konohamaru getting choked
Not
out
the
on a
child,
wall.
not the babies.
Wow.
This nigga had a child getting choked out and about to get his tongue ripped out.
Bro, I don't even remember him grabbing Konohamaru. No bullshit. I don't remember him grabbing him.
Man, I gotta rewatch Naruto. I don't
I
remember that either.
I gotta rewatch this arc specifically.
Look at him.
Oh god, I gotta
Yeah, we know
rewatch
it's
this
a
part.
series, but
Right before our eyes. I mean, Ebisu tried to help him, but he got swatted away like a fly. And this freaky
Damn.
ass nigga was about to rip a child's tongue out. But thank God it was a shadow clone, and Konohamaru
Okay.
faked this freak ball out and hit him with a Rasengan. But at the end of the day, nigga, this is attempted murder, assault, and child abuse. 'Cause
Yep.
What the fuck is this nigga doing generally?
Yep.
I'm just trying to rip the
Oh,
tongue
God.
out of kids. Like, come on,
Not
bro.
SpongeBob.
And I ain't gonna lie, I gotta give a shout out to Konohamaru. Bro took out a Pain as a guinea when all these other Jonin were getting packed up. Like real
He's
shit,
not
the ref
lying.
needs to do some
Nice
reevaluations
line,
on rank. Cause some of these
Hey,
niggas
it's still
repping the
face down.
Jonin rank shit and Chunin are sorry as fuck. I actually don't know how they passed the exams. I'm being so serious right now. Like generally how? So while the chaos continued,
They
Pain's next
still-
move was just straight up
They cheated.
And technically, during this time, Naruto was still a Genin.
Yeah.
wicked. Shizune, Ino, and her dad were huddled up and discussing tactics and thought they were in a safe area until Pain jumps down on them and drops a whole grenade. Now, after the grenade blew up, he had Shizune in the worst hostage situation possible.
She did not
Pain
deserve
basically told
this.
Ino and her dad,
Don't move a muscle, or I will suck the soul out of this fine-ass secretary.
the Hidden Leaf does not
All right,
negotiate with Tear. Did not say don't move a muscle, dumb bitch.
Yeah.
But ain't nobody told you to move though.
Poor Shizune. Pain really
Sakura's
sucked
dumber.
the soul out of her body. So after Shizune
Oh,
was
you
a victim
know,
of the
she
Gok Jutsu,
digmatized.
Pain
Didn't
confronted
it?
Tsunade. So Pain started talking to her like,
Long time no see, Lady Tsunade.
You know, I'm gonna do a podcast. We're gonna talk about how Sakura's done, because that's just gonna be a video on its own. No bullshit. That will be a video on its own.
Yeah.
This recording will be way longer than it's supposed to.
Did she want to be all up on Naruto dick? Like, girl, girl.
We know, let's be real. We all knew she was full of shit. We knew she was capping.
She was like, I don't like Naruto.
We knew she was trying to
Right.
catfish.
I see after all these years that you're still fine as hell. But my apologies. I didn't come here to hit on a cougar who's trying to hold on to the last bit of youth.
Oh my god.
Not
I came here to spread pain.
So Tsunade was trying to tell Pain that all he was a terrorist, and he's trying to undermine the peace that the Leaf has brought. But this made this nigga Pain snap. He heard her say this and was like,
Tell me, woman, what type of peace has your village brought upon this world? Because all your village has brought is pain. Your village is responsible for the death of my parents. Your village is responsible for turning my nation into a war zone. Your village is responsible for tearing apart the only family I ever had. Your village is
Damn, I can't even
responsible
argue with him.
for not holding monsters like Donzo accountable for their
I
actions.
definitely can't argue on that
Even
one.
mistakes
'Cause
and
fuck
choices
Donzo.
Go uncalled for. Your village is responsible for so much bullshit it makes me sick. And quite honestly, I think I'm ready to wipe this shithole off the map.
You
So
know what?
Pain
Justifiable
starts to
crash out.
float up in the air, and when he floated up,
I can't
all
argue
the
with
way
it.
up to the tippy top, this
Okay.
nigga says,
And now, this world shall know pain.
so this nigga Pain ends up committing one of the worst crimes a character has committed in a trial. This nigga proudly said, with all of his heart,
Shinra Tensei.
and blows this entire bitch up. This man turned the entire village into a crater, a fishbowl. Nigga straight up nuked this bitch and made every single villager of the Leaf experience true pain.
Woo.
Yep, that's a lot of
Exhibit
charges.
C.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached our final exhibit, and it is without a doubt one of the most foul exhibits of all time. Exhibit C, animal abuse and beating a man's future wife to death. So after Pain nuked the Leaf, Naruto finally pulled up with one of the coldest intros of all time. This
Oh,
nigga
God.
Naruto hit this pose before being summoned and probably thought, oh yeah, when I pull up, everybody gonna be like,
nigga
damn
said, "Let's
Naruto,
go."
you cold as hell. Just for this man to pull up and realize that the whole village was flattened. But I ain't gonna lie, the moment Naruto heard from Tsunade that Kakashi died and he was finally face to face with the person that killed Jiraiya, it was all bullshit, no nonsense from this nigga. Bro boomed the bald nigga Pain in like
Oh god, he
5
said, fuck that
seconds.
talk, no
Even
juicy. I
Pain
want the
was like,
fade.
Well, goddamn, this little nigga really might be like that.
So Pain lines up all the other Pains to protect the Tendo Pain because he was trying to recover all the chakra he used from the Shinra Tensei. So Naruto hits a full sprint and starts rushing the Pains, while the Toads were just beating the shit out of all the animal path summons. They were hitting them
Oh,
with
God.
actual aerial combos. Then
Bro, I'm telling you,
Naruto
they
rushed
sliding for
Chunky
Jiraiya.
Pain and laid his fat ass out. So after Naruto knocked out Mr. All You Can Eat, Naruto chucked a Rasen Shuriken at him and one-shotted the human path, straight up shredded his ass. So after he turned the human path into ground beef, the next Pain he went after was, of course, the sorry-ass animal path. Because just like when Jiraiya went against it, this nigga is absolute garbage in a one-on-one confrontation. So Naruto got Gamakichi to straight up eat Shorty and trap her in his mouth with Naruto just waiting in there for her. So Naruto starts piecing her up because she can't see shit. Then he gives her a double Rasengan, taking the animal path offline for good. So after Naruto took out the sorriest Pain, Pain grabbed Mr. All You Can Eat World Kelly's reboot card and revived him with the Freak Nigga Jutsu, and the remaining 3 Pains line up in a formation. So Naruto throws a Rasen Shuriken at Big Chungus, and he takes the Rasen Shuriken head
Not
on
Big
and tries
Chungus.
to absorb it. But this Rasen Shuriken was straight up bait, because it was Naruto the entire time. So he tackles this nigga, and it ends up creating an opening for a real Rasen Shuriken to go straight to the Tendo Pain. But right before it was about to hit, bro, Pain's chakra finally gets restored, and he's able to spam Shinra Tensei again. So he easily dispels the Rasen Shuriken. But when Pain thought he had Naruto cornered, dude had a whole nother shadow clone come from the top rope, and he blows that freaky ass nigga Pain's back out. Look at his face. Even in death, this nigga still looks like a freak. Cheesing like a motherfucker, and his eyes are rolled back. So after freaking Monkey Pain got his fantasy fulfilled of getting his back blown out, Naruto tries to take out Pain
Alright,
right
bro.
here. But since Pain got his powers restored, he got back to immediately spamming Shinra Tensei. So he blasted Naruto off of him. Then after he sent Naruto flying, Yamakichi and the Toads try to jump him, but Pain flies up right in the middle of all three of them and uses his anti-jump jutsu. So he spams his ult once again. He sent these damn Toads flying. Nigga, they got flung out of the village, and every single one of them got knocked out cold. Not gonna lie, gang, gotta hit him with the animal abuse right here. Because bro just casually threw giant toads like they were nothing. So after he flung the toads all the way out of the Leaf's borders, Pain pulls Naruto towards him. And Chunky Boy gives him a right to the gut and puts him in a headlock. And he starts to absorb all of Naruto's Sage Chakra. But this was a massive mistake made by Pain, because Mr. All-You-Can-Eat ended up absorbing too much of his Sage Chakra. And this ended up leading up to him turning into a bullfrog and being petrified and turning into stone. So Naruto ended up breaking free, and he finally had the ISO with the Tendo Pain. But the moment this fight was about to turn into a one-on-one, Pain decided to play dirty. This nigga universal pulls paw towards him and stabs this old-ass frog nigga to death. This man murdered the old geezer frog and put him on a stick and made him a frog.
Another
to
charge
bottle.
of
Then
animal
he pulled
abuse.
Naruto towards him, choked this nigga, then slammed him in the ground head first. And to make sure he didn't move anymore, he used a chakra rod and shoved it through both of his hands. So after Pain pinned Naruto down, Pain gave Naruto a nasty reaction. Naruto was
Yes.
yelling and telling him that he shouldn't be yapping about peace and justice because he blew up his village and killed a bunch of his friends. But then Pain told Naruto,
Okay then, little nigga, let me ask you this then. What about my family? What about my friends? What about my
Nigga, fuck you and
village?
your
They
family.
all suffer the same that your village has suffered, and it was done by your people.
Like, you a cold
Yes,
ass nigga,
the
but fuck
Leaf,
you
the
still.
nigga
Hell.
you be hanging with fucked my entire life up. So all I'm doing is spinning back for my people and for the pain that your village has caused me. And now that I've made you experience pain, you now hate me. So answer this question for me, little nigga. How would you stop this cycle of hatred? Oh shit, I don't know. That is exactly what the I thought.
So after Pain lectured Naruto about peace, he straight up stabbed Naruto with 6 more chakra rods to just pin
Damn.
him down like a dog. And while Naruto was pinned down, Mama Toad was yelling at this nigga Naruto, telling him to get up like, get up, young whippersnapper.
Bitch,
Don't
help
let
me.
this heathen pin you down.
I
Do
am
you hear me,
pinned.
boy?
Bitch,
Wake your
help.
ass up. Oh, sweet Jesus.
You know she deserved that one.
Yeah,
Over there,
bitch,
over
shut
there
the
trying to
fuck
give
up.
So
speeches.
after Pain brutally
Hell.
assaulted a old lady, we are now set to observe one of the most brutal ref do something ass whoopings of all time. And most of y'all should know exactly what this is. Pain
Yeah.
versus Hinata. This was one of those ass whoopings that you begged for it to end.
I ain't gonna bullshit. At least she tried to slap for a fucking man. Everyone else was just fucking watching. At least she tried. I'll give her that. It was stupid, yes, but at least she tried.
Yeah, her loyalty though.
Yeah, I'll give her
She'll
that.
ride or die. She
You-
ride or die for her man.
Yeah, I get that, but again, I'm not saying she's stupid for jumping in because
Look, she fight better than. Look, what's her face? Look, at least she's fighting.
yeah, she's trying to save literally the strongest person that can actually save their ass, while everyone else just watching on the sideline instead of trying to jump.
Yeah.
Like, on the real, this is one of the hardest fights to ever watch. Like, it is up there with Vidal versus Spopovich. So
Ooh, that
here
was
is
brutal,
how
though.
this atrocity went down. So Hinata came to save her mans from being captured by Pain. Now, I'm
As
not
she
gonna
should.
lie, her plan was actually smart, because she didn't try to fight the nigga head on at first. What she tried to do was kick the chakra rods off of Naruto
Right,
so
she
he
did
could
do
move
that.
again. Even Pain was shocked. He was like,
Well, ain't this some shit? This girl is actually not an idiot.
so when she tried to hit the next one, Pain sends Hinata flying across the crater. Now, I want y'all to look exactly at this frame right here. Nigga, her neck is already broken. She's eating dirt while her body is making the letter Y. And I felt so bad for Naruto, bro. Dude was having to watch his future wife get thrown around a dusty-ass crater. He just had to sit there and watch it all happen. This man Pain really had this man in the hotel chair, just sickening. So when Hinata was already on half HP after 2 hits, she said, trying to hit the chakra rods, I'ma just have to put hands on this nigga. So she kept on trying to swing at this nigga Pain, but good God, this nigga is a member of Weave Nation. Hinata was hitting straight air, straight oxygen, while this man Pain was just tap dancing around her. But by the grace of God, Naruto ended up coughing up blood when he went for another Shinra Tensei. And this led to Hinata landing a hit on Pain. She rocked this nigga for a good second. Look at him. He is looking up at the stars. And he was actually out for a minute. So Hinata ran to Naruto and hit off another one of the rods. But right when she tried to go for the rest, Pain recovered and blasted Hinata to the stratosphere. And this is the part of the fight where I could barely watch this shit anymore, bro. She started crawling towards Naruto on the last bit of HP she had. This was so wild, even Pain was.
I'm trying to remember. I think, if I'm remembering right, she's also confessed telling him that she loves him during this whole thing, if I'm remembering right.
I think. I don't remember this part.
Perplexed.
I think
he
she
was
did, though.
genuinely confused.
I believe she did.
Actually, like,
Why?
I'm gonna have to look up the fight later.
Are you still getting up? Why are you still fighting for this dense fool who doesn't even realize you like him till the last movie of the series?
Because
I love
I mean, he's not wrong.
My God, there's not enough pain in this world to fix a dumb broad like you.
really not. People dick hungry. I'm telling you, both of them.
And hold on. At least he's not his dick hug for a nigga that actually gives a fuck about her.
Sir.
At least he gives a fuck about Hinata. Sasuke just don't give a fuck. Sasuke don't give a fuck. He just sees Sakura like free coochie.
Oh my God.
Why the fuck he stayed gone from the village for years on end?
And then they got my girl flying up in the heavens and shit. Look, talking about some wasted. Oh my God.
Oh Lord,
You wrong
have
in
mercy.
here.
Pain really tried to send Hinata back to the lobby, bro. Now I'm gonna be so real. I don't know how the fuck she survived this. The plot armor she had right here was diamond, but Pain really used Hinata to mentally torture Naruto. So after he completely destroyed Hinata, Naruto straight up crashed the fuck out and immediately went to Four Tails off the rip. That seal that Yamato put on, bye-bye. That shit got thrown out the window. But Pain did not back down from this. He wanted this fight all along. So Naruto starts earthbending and throwing a bunch of rocks at him. But Pain was like, let me show you my moves, nigga. Let me show you how we get down in the hidden rain. So he started hitting I ain't gonna lie, he was locked in. Until 2 seconds later when Naruto blitzed him and punched him so hard, he made his whole face morph. Nigga turned him into jello. Then Naruto started playing whack-a-mole with him. Just smacking him over on the head over and over and over again. Nigga basically got hit with a Dark Souls attack when you miss your roll. And while Pain was planted in the ground, this dude really had the audacity to say, are you feeling it now, Naruto Uzumaki? Are you feeling the pain? Do you hate me, Naruto Uzumaki? So while Pain was looking like a sprouted vegetable in a garden, Naruto ends up crashing to the point where he's at 6 tails now. And this is where we are at the infamous scene of this nigga Pain saying,
Bro, what's up with your face, my guy?
every single frame of this scene is a national treasure. So after Pain made the animation budget go into debt, he started running at Naruto at top speeds, dodging and weaving everything. He was out here skating on water. This fight started to look like a Sonic boss fight the way Pain was moving.
Bro,
Then
dead
Pain
ass
ended
does.
up going prone and started to deflect all of Naruto's blasts that he was shooting. So after Pain deflected all the blasts, he was like,
Is that all you got? I expected
oh,
That's why I keep telling him, don't talk shit too soon.
Man.
So
He
after
did.
Pain got blasted to Kingdom Come, Nagato decided it was time to pull out the super ultimate move. So when he said this, Conan was like, boo-boo, no, you're not about to do that move, baby. You don't have enough energy. But Nagato was like, silence, Conan. I'm going to capture this nigga like a fucking Pokemon, and I'm going to enter his bitch ass in my Pokedex. So Pain whips out Planetary Devastation. He said he was about to capture this legendary Pokemon with his Chibaku Tensei. And you could tell this was his final move because he was using every bit of chakra he had left.
Gotta
His
be.
whole body was just straining. Nagato looked like he was about to die casting this shit. And he didn't stop until he finally captured the Ninetales. Now, Pain thought it was over. He thought he had bro captured and it was time to call it a day. But unfortunately for
I think
Pain,
we all
he
did.
had no clue how much plot armor Naruto actually had. Because Naruto ended up breaking out of the Planetary Devastation because of Minato's contingency plan if this ever happened. And after this, it was low-key over for Pain, bro. And the way he was beaten was poetic because he ended up getting jumped. The same way he was jumping the fuck out of everybody. He was trying to hold back all the shadow clones, but he just couldn't. And then when his Shinra
Yeah,
Tensei
bro,
was
yes.
on cooldown, Naruto launched himself out and shoved a Rasengan to his gut. So after the Tendo Pain was defeated, the last Pain standing was Nagato himself. And the only way Naruto was able to beat this man was to use his most powerful jutsu, the strongest technique in anime history, Talk no Jutsu. So when Naruto pulled up on Nagato, the first thing Nagato did was instantly shoot this nigga. But Naruto ended up eating it. So after he ate the shot, Nagato told him, all right then, little nigga, you got 30 seconds to tell me about your pain. And if you don't move me or bring a tear to my eye, I'm booming your ass, twin. So Naruto proceeded to tell Nagato, you know, man, I get it. I know you had a tough life,
My boy
and
was
I
like,
have too. I remember back in the day when I was
nigga
a
off
little
of
jit,
Demon
and I
Slayer.
would sit on this swing set every
I know exactly what you're talking about, too.
yearning for
You ain't
friendship
shit for
and
that.
attention while that sad-ass flute song played every time. Not enough, nigga. Continue. My parents died when I was a baby, and our sorry-ass third Hokage threw me in a nasty-ass, dusty-ass apartment. The fucker didn't even give me enough money to pay fucking rent, and I drank spoiled milk every fucking day. Damn. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. And then I would walk outside, and I would have every single villager looking at me like I was a fucking ticking time bomb, and they were always wondering, when is this little nigga gonna crash out? Nigga, do you know how that feels? Shit.
Had multiple
My
reasons to
strings.
crash
I
out.
lost my parents, my homeboy, my sensei, and I've been bitchless for all 16 years of my life. But
Yeah.
nigga, I'm still standing, and I'ma bring peace to this world and stop this cycle of hatred. Well, goddamn, little nigga, you actually just moved me a bit. Very well, I'm reviving everybody in your village. So Naruto's 100% crit rate Talk no Jutsu worked. And this man Nagato revived everybody in the village he killed in exchange for his life. Now, that's good and all dandy, but are we gonna let Pain off the hook with all these charges
Fuck
after he
no.
revived everybody in the league?
No.
Hell no! And with that, ladies and gentlemen, the jury has decided that this trial is a pass. Pain makes the round table. However, all these charges, they not getting dropped, nigga. We not gonna act like this man did and boom a entire clan and all
Yeah.
of their infants. And my goat ain't coming back. That nigga's dead forever. Well, yeah, this nigga's still getting locked up for life. So with that being said, appreciate y'all for watching, man. Hope y'all enjoyed. And until next time.
Oh God, that doesn't. Yeah, the fuck that doesn't justify shit. You still killed Jiraiya. What the fuck?
Yeah, we not letting that shit go.
I don't think we ever letting that go. Actually,
Nah, that's a whole different level of hurt. Not gonna bullshit.
everybody cried.
Oh god.
Hey.
And then it doesn't help the fact that they introduced this clone in Boruto.
You said, well, oh yeah, they fucked up Boruto. I'm not gonna lie to you. Everybody say that shit ass.
I'm just waiting for the time skip to get animated, then I'll watch it. Cause literally the whole beginning of the shit is nothing but fucking filler. But yeah,
That was
that is-
crazy.
that was crazy. That was wild. That was the Pain trials.
Yeah.
Streety, got anything to say before we close this out?
make sure y'all leave a like, subscribe if you new, and join the family.
And comment what you want us to react to next.
Cause that was some wild shit. I ain't gonna hold you.
Oh, oh
They
God.
done fold my boy like a pretzel.
Oh, which one?
Oh, what you mean? Which one? Oh, especially my man. Like, what you mean? Oh, which one?
Nah, they put your man in the Yamcha position. Not gonna bullshit.
See, look. Mm-mm. Yeah.